Shall play in the style of the greatest player who ever lived.
Fischer?
He's number 2.
He's number 1.
He's number 2. Now,
Because of the competition he had. Come on.
So what?
Competition he had.
How can you compare? How can you pair Spassky with the great James Thompson?
Exactly.
Or Judge Meek?
Exactly.
What about the great Daniel Horowitz?
I'm just saying, you know.
Self-driving cars. Next year, self-driving cars. But ultimately, that's the ultimate solution. Because if you have energy, basically, you can do it.
We're gonna be the batteries for the Matrix, you know? It's like on the dark. Yes, it's the sun, right? How do you contain that temperature?
No, it's contained. It's different technologies. One is called this it's like think of like a torus. It's the size like a donut. It's the size of the stadium. Like the SoFi Stadium, right? That's the structure. Wow. And what you do is you create the plasma, you heat it, other than the sun, but you keep it up with magnets. It's magnetized, so you can control the magnets. So you spin it at the torus. So you keep spinning without touching anything. But it distributed is intuitively controlled by the magnets. So that's the large scale version. And they're working on that in Europe. So that's one approach. The other one is a much smaller scale, which is those are dense fusion. Dense plasma fusion. And that's working at the microscopic level. So literally you create a tiny nanoscale size of plasma for just a fraction of a second. It's like shooting. You shoot it, very quickly plasma occurs and it disappears. But there is a cell energy that process. So if you can keep breaking it that shot, you can just keep shooting non-stop. Right? So that little energy that you're generating at the time will add up.
That's it? Oh, okay.
That's the other thing about this. There's no internet, but there's no radioactivity in this.
Oh, that's
It's not
good.
radio, yeah, it's
Oh,
not.
okay.
It's not emitting. So it depends on what you use to create the plasma, but there are certain things you can use to create the plasma in a way that is not radioactive. So it doesn't create any radioactivity. There's no danger. The worst case scenario, you burn this thing and die.
That's fine, yeah. So it's just
You do that
misconceptions that people fear, right?
because people don't know about fission.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
Yeah.
is the current technology.
Touch.
It's highly radioactive. Returnable and a little bit 7-mile lightnings.
What happens if we make the solar so efficient? It still doesn't compare to efficient fusion? Does it matter?
So the problem with the solar is that it's not it's intermittent, right? It's on and off. So you have to right. Otherwise, like, in theory, if you can cover the surface of Texas, South Texas, with solar panels, that's enough to power the entire continent. Wow. When the sun is up.
Oh.
The problem is when the sun goes down, then the whole system collapses.
Everybody needs a Powerball. Alright, hey Dada, you ready? Want to play? Okay. How about you,
You know how to get rid of the bump right here? The bump? Okay. Just gotta remember the bump. Remember the bump. Alright. Won a lot of game last time. No, I just want to try to get even. try to do better. No, not that one. I put it pretty bad.
It's your turn there, Tidewater.
He got. Oh my lord. Yeah. And you got me. Well played.
Boom! Hey,
Let's play again.
Brian, put this one in. Put this one in. Put it in.
Let's play another one. Well played.
When Carl says put it in, it's...
Put it in, baby.
Well played, Carl.
Thank you.
Hey guys, Brian here, and a beautiful comeback. Never give up, never surrender win by Carl. Gotta love how he activated his king, and I gotta tell you, this rook move that Carl did right here, perfect, man. Just shields the king so the king can walk in, and hardest game to win is a one game, even for great player like Morphy Bob. And I wonder if there are games where Paul Morphy actually lost the one game. I'm sure there are, but maybe they're hard to find. But But here, I mean, Carl was freaking brilliant here, activating the king. And don't you just love it when you make a brilliant move and your opponent sees what you do and laughs, right? That's got to be a really good feeling. And basically, Carl is threatening mate here. So Bob has to defend, but alas, that does not do anything because the rook check brings the king back, and there's just too many mate threats here. Nothing really Bob can do, and that's all she wrote. So wow, beautiful. Never give up, never surrender. Comeback win by Carl. He is more slippery than an eel, and it just goes to show you when you have a shot, you gotta take him out, man. You can't miss. If you're gonna go for the king, man, the comeback king, you cannot miss. So we'll go over where Bob could have done that in the game, but beautiful comeback win by Carl. If you guys want to get him coffee for that, his link is in the video description, and much like the rest of the boys, I'm sure he'll appreciate it if you drop him a note. He loves reading them. So let's go here in this position, and let's figure out how Bob could have put the game away. And in the game, we had knight c3, attacking the rook, and we had rook a3. Let's go move back. Will be another move for black here. Let me give you a hint. What would Paul Morphy do here? Yes, he would sack. Go ahead, take my rook. I'm going to come in here because I got another rook to load it up. All right, take. Now what do you do? Notice that it's pinned, so you cannot take, defended by the queen. So one idea maybe just to defend, right? If you defend, what do you play as black? Yes, bring in the other piece, knight check. And I want to show you a really nasty line here. This is obviously suicide because you're threatening discover check and a lot of discovered attack and stuff. But it is a fun line I want to show you. So let's just say white decides to go suicidal. Obviously, you have the knight check, you have the fork here, and do you take it? No, you sack the queen, baby. What the hell? Bishop takes, knight discover check with the rook here, and look at that beautiful mate there at the end. Wow, that is pretty. So I just want to show you that one line. But going back here, obviously this would be the more sane move, but you're gonna have the same problem, the fork here, and do you take the queen? I mean, you could, but this is better. Bishop takes, and let's say rook takes, queen check, and this will be checkmate. So going back here, to prevent that was all forced mate, by the way. So to prevent the forced mate, just maybe queen here, and just it's not going to be fun for black here. I mean, I'm sorry, for white. So that would have been the way to take out Carl there, but very, very hard to see when you're the one playing, man. Outsider sees everything. And last but not least, we get to this position, and in the game, this was the pivotal point in the game, king f5 and g6. Let's go move back, pause video. What would be another move for black here? Keep in mind, white is threatening mate here, because the king here covers the escape square. Yes, rook takes pawn. What the heck? But now you go throw in the check and the rook defends. And basically what the rook will do after this rook moves out, maybe throw in the check, get the king out here, and then now the king can black king can occupy this super safe space guarded by these pawns. And it's going to be very difficult for white to kind of penetrate that defense. And black will be winning, but still has to kind of grind it out for the win. But there it is. That was the way to deal with it. But beautiful comeback win by Carl. I'm telling you, man, there's something about him. There's an X factor. I don't know what it is, but it is beautiful to see when it happens. So beautifully done, Carl. Great fight. Bob just couldn't quite close it out, and that is the hardest thing to do, man. Close out of one game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of the game. Comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. That notification. Thanks. We'll see you guys tomorrow.